All right, looks like we got a few guests on the line. So we can get started. If you are just now getting on the line, please put in the chat. Let us know who invited you. Say hello. Tell us how you're feeling. As Dr. Rita would say, the only answers are awesome and awesome. So let us know. We got our VIP Wakanapreneurs right here on the line. Dr. Gettings, we have Hallie, we have Jordan. So yeah, we got a little information we want to share with you. So thank you for joining us. So I'm going to share my screen, and you see these beautiful ladies, the crown jewel of CBD, our C-suite. These are the amazing women that made it possible for us to even have a Millennial Zoom. So I want to tell you a little bit about them. We have Dr. Rita McGuire, who we lovingly call Dr. Rita. She gives us a lot of insight. And let me tell you about this amazing woman. She's our CMO, our Chief Medical Officer. She has over 30 years of OB-GYN experience. She's delivered over 8,000 babies, not just in the US, but in the Caribbean as well. And she was the only doctor asked to testify by legislative in Illinois. So she's an expert in cannabis, and she studied it for 3 years so that she could be an expert. She's our pillar of health. She's also a holistic health and wellness and fitness coach. So that's pretty amazing. And that's just one out of four. Let's get
to she's my cousin.
Yes, and that's her cousin. I love it. So you know firsthand how amazing she is.
Yeah.
And then we have Dr. Patricia Van Pelt, another amazing pillar. She is our pillar of wealth. She's an accountant by trade. She's an author and an overcomer. She's a third-time current state senator in Illinois. She's a businesswoman, entrepreneur, evangelist, and this woman has never had a 9 to 5. And she also helped and was very instrumental in getting the bill passed. And then, of course, our CEO. She is our pillar of legacy. This is our visionary. This is who had the name Wakana come to her. And she knew what it meant and how much it would mean to spread the rest of this CBD knowledge to everyone else. So let me tell you a little bit about her. She retired at 33 and a half. She's a glamour. She's an author. She's a co-author, best-selling co-author. She's a mom. She's a wife. And she's had over 29 years in the home-based arena. She's built teams of entrepreneurs in over 45 countries. Wow. And then, of course, we have Phyllis, our CSO, our Chief Sales Officer. She's our pillar of freedom. And she has a great background, too. She has over 30 years of success in traditional business as in real estate, restaurant, liquor, marketing. And she's our midwife. We call her our midwife because she births dreams and possibilities. So these women together are an innovative and dynamic team. So they're dedicated to changing lives around the world. So it's amazing to have them as our C-suite. So I told you about them. Now let me tell you about our movement. We're not here just to sell you products. This is a great time. This is a movement. Right now we have a vision. Our vision is we're here to help end the negative stigma that has caused communities around the world to suffer and lose out on the health and wealth benefits of the cannabis plant. Our mission is we're the catalyst to stir a movement that inspires people so that they can confidently move into the legal space as entrepreneurs, formulators, and investors, and evoke the courage and strength of people to take back their health, wealth, legacy, and freedom. Right now, we're here at the Millennial Zoom. Why? Because millennials make up 50% of the cannabis revenue. Did you guys know that? There's three other generations that make up the remaining 50%. It's baby boomers, Generation X, and Generation Z, but 50% of the millennials make up the cannabis revenue. That's huge. Right now, if you look around, you'll see that the cannabis industry is booming. You see it everywhere. What was once illegal is now essential. In Rolling Stone, I don't know if you read that magazine, but it talks about how CBD became the unexpected star of legalized pot. So that's pretty amazing in itself. And if you take a look at the screen over here, it says how Black people are being shut out of America's weed boom. And that's why this is a movement, because we were shut out, but now we have a window where we can get in. In 2014, that's when it all started. That's when we were trying to get our foot in the door. But it didn't actually get passed until 2018, where it became official. So look at this chart right here. You can take a picture of it if you want. It talks about the CBD revenue. And as you can see, it is possible to reach 20 billion by 2024. We're already in 2021. That's only 3 years. In 2019, it was at 5 billion. So the industry is moving pretty fast. Now, this is the revenue projections for Wakana. So as you can see, in 2019, we were about 3 million, 2020, about 5 million, and we're projected to reach 20 million by 2021. That's this year, guys. That's happening now. We're already 1 month in, halfway through the month. So with that being said, I told you about the revenue. I told you, the opportunity, it went from illegal to now essential. But I'll tell you what, Tariq has a song for us that says it a little better than I can. And you might even want to do a little ditty bop to it. So if you want to hear it, please put it in the chat. Yes, you want to hear it. I'll tell you more about Tariq Rogers later, but you'll get to know him through this song. Put it in the chat. Let us know.
Just one time for your mind. For this flight, you were just in time. For what kind of, we about to hold it down. The crown jewel, come and take a look around. Just one time for your mind. For this flight, you were just in time. For what kind of, we about to hold it down. The crown jewel, come and take a look around. First off, the products honestly gonna speak for themselves. If you would just in the act, I'm trying to bring you the wealth. All selfish to me, to try and keep for myself. We about to run out of stock, ain't gonna be nothing on shelf. And cannabis can be struggling from up and down, right and left. They built us so many prisons and threw my brothers in there. You know this market is hot, it's like an oven in here. Before you turning me down, ask yourself, how do you feel? Let me know. Tell me how you feel. Let me know how you feel. Tell me how you feel. Let me know how you feel. Have to cry no more. Back pain in my crown. And we won't have to cry no more. It'll all be over. Tell me how you feel. Let me know how you feel. And we won't have to cry no more. Back pain in my crown. And we won't have to cry no more. It's been a long time coming and a long way to go. You gotta catch up with the plane, cause it ain't moving slow. So keep up, we in the sky. You just gotta reach up and see what the talk is all about. It's not just word of mouth, the spark of flame, we on fire.
So yeah, Tariq told us a little bit about the products, why it's here. And hey, there's Tariq. Hey, Tariq. So yeah, he did an amazing job explaining that for us. So it just gives us a little insight and reminds us what's going on out here. So I want to, one second, get out of here. I want to bring up, one second, because I have to give her proper due. Please give me one moment. Okay, so I introduced you just briefly to our doctor, one of our Wakanapreneurs. But she, Dr. Napasha Gettings, is our psychiatrist. And I want to give you a little bit of history on this woman too, because she's amazing. So let me start by saying she's an adult and child psychiatrist. That in itself is amazing to me. She's a mom, she's a wife, and so I'm just going to brag about her. She's a brain health expert. She brings awareness to brain health to the mainstream by dismantling a lot of misconceptions associated with it. She holds both double board certifications, like I said, for adult and child. She's an advocate for safe use of cannabis in treatment. She's a fellow of Academy of Child and Adolescent Psychiatry. She's a registered physician with Illinois Medical Cannabis Pilot Program and the Illinois Opioid Pilot Alternative Program, and she's an active member of the Psychiatric Association and an active member of the Medical Association. So let me pass the screen to Dr. Napasha Gettings because she's going to give you some amazing information.
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. I'm so happy to have an opportunity to speak to everyone this evening on this Millennial call about brain health and the importance of maintaining your brain health. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and press play here so we can get started. Everyone can see my screen, okay?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So I am a psychiatrist, and for those of you who don't know, in medicine, there are 3 specialties that treat brain health. There are neurosurgeons, neurologists, and psychiatrists. And so in psychiatry, we have the opportunity to specialize, and I also specialize in child psychiatry. These are my children. I'm a mother of 4. And my wonderful husband. And so as a working mom, professional mom, like many of you on the call, I do experience my own stress. And so tonight what we're going to talk a little bit about is how stress plays a role on brain health and why understanding the importance of maintaining your brain function is so important. We as millennials are actually seeing an increase in depression. We're also seeing that we're being named Generation Stress because we have so much going on, and a lot of us are trying to create a work-life balance, and I'm here to encourage you to do so. There is a part of all of our bodies that's responsible for responding to stress, and actually it's multiple parts. Your brain works in conjunction with other organs in order to help us respond to stressful situations. And we all know that 2020 and now going into 2021, stress is no stranger to any of us, right? So whatever it may be, whatever your specific circumstances may be at this time, we're all juggling and managing. One of the things I want you to realize is that when you are stressed out, your brain triggers your body to release a lot of different chemicals and hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. And over time, the release of those substances can cause a lot of problems, which can include things like panic attacks, racing heart, high blood pressure, upset stomach, inability to sleep at night, and also an increased risk of depression. So it's really important that we maintain our mental health. And one of the things that we really want to emphasize tonight is that our bodies were built for the compounds that are found in the cannabis plant family. And they actually help us to regulate many different systems, but also, importantly, our stress response system. So there's a system in your body, everyone on this call, that is called the endocannabinoid system. And this system is represented in all other major systems. So it's in your cardiovascular system, it's in your gastrointestinal system, it's in your lung system. And the reason why we have receptors in these major organ systems that are already there and ready and prepared to receive the compounds that are in the cannabis plant family It's because this is a regulatory system. And one of the things that it does in the brain is it actually regulates that same stress response system that I just showed you. So when it comes to talking about CBD, which is what we're here to really discuss and focus on tonight, one of the things that I want you to realize is that CBD is a compound that can actually help you regulate your hormones, cortisol, and adrenaline, and help us decrease our response to daily stress. And the beautiful thing is that's not all that CBD does when it comes to brain health. It not only helps us to decrease our stress levels, but it also helps improve depressive symptoms by interacting with other neurochemicals like serotonin. We're seeing more and more research done when it comes to the antidepressant effects that CBD can have. And we also know that it has helped so much when it comes to treating anxiety disorders like PTSD. CBD helps alleviate anxiety associated with performance and also anxiety related to trauma. And we really have to understand that it doesn't stop there. So I want to tell you one other major condition that is impacting our, well, let me give you this last point here. It helps to reduce the cravings of alcohol and opiates, which is really important when people are reaching for substances of abuse to help them to be calm and to feel better. But it is an antioxidant. And why do we care that it's an antioxidant? What does it mean that CBD helps to protect our brain cells? What it means is that it helps to decrease our risk of dementia or Alzheimer's, which is one of the major types of dementia. So what causes dementia? Many different things, one of which being your genetics. But I just want you all to look right there. You see where it says HPA axis dysfunction? That's the same stress response system that we were just talking about. When you are under high levels of stress for long periods of time, it increases inflammation in the brain. When you don't sleep well, you don't get to restore health to your brain. We know that diabetes is running rampant in our community. They're starting to refer to dementia as diabetes type 3 because of the damage that high levels of blood sugar does on our neurons. So here's some quick facts to take away if you're not convinced that CBD may benefit your brain health. Right now, about 45 million people in the world suffer from dementia, okay? And in 2050, that number is expected to rise to 135 million. If dementia care was a nation, it would be the 18th largest world economy. And if dementia care was a company, it would have the world's largest corporate annual revenue of $610 billion a year. So don't tell me that dementia doesn't apply to you or that protecting your brain should not be important to you. When it comes to cannabis, one of the things we have to do is remove a lot of the stigma that's related to misunderstanding. So a lot of people, when you say the word cannabis, they immediately think about getting high. But the truth of the matter is there are two plant species. One is marijuana, one is hemp. Marijuana contains a lot of a compound that we know is THC, and that is what actually causes a high. However, hemp is non-psychoactive, and it contains less than 0.3% of THC. So what is CBD? It is a compound that naturally occurs in industrial hemp. It is one of more than 85 different cannabinoids or compounds that is found in the cannabis plant family. And all of our products here are third-party tested and fully compliant with the State Department of Agriculture, which is very important. So we have to learn to unlearn some of the stigmatizing beliefs that we currently hold when it comes to this plant. We have to understand more than anything that THC has psychoactive effects and CBD does not. Also, CBD doesn't just help brain function. You can see on here it's not just neuroprotective. It helps with pain, it helps with nausea, it helps with seizures, it's antibacterial, antifungal, and anti-inflammatory. These are all things that we can all benefit from. And before I tell you about our fabulous products here at Wakanda that are all third-party tested, let me first say that if you are exposed to random drug screens, Make sure that you use our Pure Line products. That is our white and gold label because they contain less than 0.0% THC. And also, our products are not promoted for the use or sale to persons under the age of 18. And our vaping products are not for the use or sale to persons under the age of 21. So let's get to some of the amazing, wonderful, wide-ranging products that we have here at Wakanda, because we really believe in getting CBD into your system in many different ways, starting off with your food. We have an entire culinary line that includes our spices and also our culinary oils. We also have other botanicals that we give you information about in our Wakanda University that help you to understand how they too impact your health in a good way. Black seed oil, eucalyptus, peppermint, and tea tree. We also have products that are here to help with your immune system. We have an immune defense tea. We have our pure gummies that help with insomnia, help you to get a good night's rest. And we also have our tinctures that are placed under the tongue. This is one of my favorites. On my new lock journey, I'm using Wakanda Power Hemp Powered Hair daily. And just keep in mind that this is a topical product that can be applied to the scalp, but it also can be taken internally as a tincture. But it is black and gold, meaning that it is a product that has less than 0.3% THC. Also, we have our new Oud Body Oil. I'm in love with the smell and feel of this oil. It is my new favorite product. I would encourage anyone to check this out for sure. We have pain creams, topical liquid power relief for those of us who are active and work out and want to preserve our joints and prevent inflammation. And we also have Her Majesty CBD Bath Bomb. For those of you who really understand how important relaxation is, you need to have this in your life, okay? I want you all to visit our website so that you can read our testimonials, because we do believe in providing our audience with real results from real people. And just stick around and learn a little bit more this evening about our company. I became one of the original investors in Wakanda back in 2019. We launched on April 20th, and I have been dedicated to the journey ever since. And if you want more information about brain health and how to maintain your mental wellness, feel free to visit my website, drgettings.com. That's DRGETTINGS.com. I'm going to turn it back over to the hostess with the mostest, Miss Letitia.
Awesome. You know, we always appreciate you taking the time to break everything down for us, because people need to hear this. The fact that those numbers are so high, you broke it down to companies and actual states, it's crazy. So there's a lot of people out there that need to hear this information so they can find their balance. Yeah.
I know we're all focused on the pandemic right now, but dementia is a major worldwide epidemic, and we got to do better. It's not a natural part of aging, and a lot of people think that it is. It's not. So maintaining brain health and getting those benefits from the antioxidant effects of CBD is so important.
Yes, yes. Our mental health. That's why I love this slide. It says mindset is what separates the best from the rest. If your mindset is not even right, if your brain can't calm down to even, get in a normal state, you can't separate yourself. So we want to help people. So what I'd like to do is introduce some people that are on the line with us, because they have some testimonies. I know Dr. Gettings was telling us that you can go to the website and you can see some of the testimonies, but I want to bring some testimonies up for you, for people that are here tonight, so that you can, just hear it live. So let me see. Latoya, are you out there?
Hey.
Hey, Latoya. Latoya is one of our Wakanapreneurs. She's a mom. She reached Sapphire here at Wakana, so she's doing pretty good here, staying busy. And I'm gonna let her tell you a little bit of why she decided to join Wakana and some of her products she might like. All right,
All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Latoya. I joined Wakana a while back. I want to say maybe 6 months now. It hasn't been too long. But like she said, I've reached Sapphire, me and my mother, teamwork in it. And that's a big part of why I came to Wakana. I joined with my mother, and we just really came to try to get some extra money. And with the pandemic, everyone looking to start a business. So of course, that's kind of what brought us here. And ever since, I mean, it's just been life changing. I mean, my mother is completely like into this. It's like her whole world. And me, it's even in my daily routines every day. I use Wakana. It's calmed me so much. I honestly like coffee, everything. I'm always wired, and like Letitia said, you got to have something to bring you back. So I use a lot of the infusions with my coffees and my teas, and I also use gummies as of lately since I've been slowing down on my coffee. I've been trying the gummies, and low key, I even sometimes here and there give my son the gummies there, the ones with no THC. So it's brought a calmness over me and my daily routines every day. And if I can say anything, what's been really meaningful is I have the information to give to my parents, to my aunts, to my friends whose parents are going through different things. I can always be the go-to and recommend this and send samples here. And I think that that's been like the most life changing and what's been so meaningful to me being a part of Wakana. So if you are interested, please get with whoever invited you and join the team. Thank you so much.
Awesome. And you look beautiful.
Thank you. So do you.
See, I love that. I love just hearing what, everybody loves and shares. And we're not going to stop there because I have another one for you too. Another amazing Wakanapreneur. Her name is Jordan Jones. She's also doing very well, and she has her own podcast. So I will let her. Are you out here, Jordan?
I am.
Oh, cool. Okay, so can you please tell them why you decided Wakana and some of your favorite products?
Sure. Again, thanks for having me. As Letitia said, I've been a part of Wakana for a couple of months. July was when I officially started. And initially, I started because I was interested in CBD. My stepmom had passed away from cancer, so I know CBD actually directly aids with cancer. So just learning more information. I myself struggle with anxiety, depression, so I absolutely love the gummies. I've tried the hemp power hair. I've tried the tea. So I've had great experiences with all of the products. Like Letitia said, I also ended up starting a podcast called Teach Health Care. It's a wellness podcast. I also feature different products on the show. So great experiences with Wakana. I love it, and I'm excited to see what all there is to come. So
That is awesome. Thank you for sharing that. And I'm glad that you're able to use the products as tools to help with your anxiety because we know that before COVID, we already had, people dealing with it. So right now it's rapid, as Dr. Gettings was telling you, that it's a lot of it going around. major right now. So I'm glad that you have the tools that can use for you. I love the gummies too for anxiety and for sleep and migraines. I love kind of making sure that I have an entourage with the product so that it's constantly in my system. I start with the Power Him Cranium in the morning. If I feel like I might have a migraine, I'll start with six. If it's just a rough day of tightness, but in general, I'll start with 3 drops in the morning, 3 at night, and I'll do gummies. And I use the pain cream on my shoulders right here, up my neck, and on my temples if I have a migraine. So, love the products. Definitely I love the vape. The vape and the gummies are excellent for anxiety and just calming down immediately. So most times I vape before even getting on here to make sure my nerves are calm and that you can get all of the information. So I have one more awesome testimony for you guys. And let me get to it. I'm going to share my screen. This one is from another Wakanapreneur. You heard his song earlier, Tariq Rogers. He's a Wakanapreneur, and he's going to talk to you guys later and give you some more information. But he has such a awesome testimony that I have to share this with you guys. So sit back, please, and just take a listen.
I was going through bouts of just extreme exhaustion from the anxiety, just feeling tired, feeling like just brain fog, just like a if I could explain, like a cloud in my head.
Just one time for your mind for this flight. You were just in time for what kind of we about to hold it down. The grand jewel, come and take a look around.
My name is Tariq Rogers. I'm from Sparta, Illinois. I'm a full-time husband, father, I'm a Wakanapreneur. I love my music. I love my family. I love Wakanda.
Honestly, you speak for themselves. If you were just in the act, I'm trying to bring you well. All how selfish of me to try and keep for myself. We about to run out of stock. Ain't gonna be nothing on shelf.
About 3 years ago, I developed severe anxiety. When I say anxiety, I'm talking heart palpitation,
It's hot. It's like an oven in here.
you know, rapid heartbeat, immense fear, concentration issues, trouble sleeping. It was tough. So we're talking anxiety, depression, and insomnia. That was me. Past tense, that was me 3 years ago, but not anymore.
It's been a long time coming and a long way to go. You gotta catch up with the plane, cause it ain't moving slow. So keep up, we in the sky, you just gotta reach up and see what the talk is all about.
About 1.5 years ago, I was introduced to the Wakanda products, aka the Crown Jewel. And since then, it's changed my life. I've been able to conquer my anxiety, my depression, and my insomnia. It's been a game changer.
Never mind, maybe I'm too far removed to ever be confused. We got too much to lose, then I lace up these shoes and keep running. Insomnia keeping you up.
Thanks to Wakanda, I can focus on what I truly love. My passion, my music.
My phone just keep buzzing. I grind till I'm dozing out. We made it, I see it coming.
I think that's an awesome share. It's very important hearing his story because I feel like he talked about his anxiety and yet he still was able to make that song and focus on his music and get back to something that I'm sure helps breaks up his anxiety. So that is awesome. So how are you guys doing out there? How's the information sitting with you guys? Everybody hanging in? Let me know. Put it in the chat because I really, really hope that you were paying attention because we do have some giveaways. And it's based on everything we've been talking about. No surprises, just good information. So if you've been paying attention, please put in the chat. Yes, Tariq, prizes. Please put it in the chat if you are ready to win. All of the answers have to be typed in. So if you are a distributor, you don't get to play. But if you are a guest, please Put it in the chat. Let's get you some products. I wish I could win too, Tariq. Yes. Okay. So, all right, guys, let me know. You're ready. Ready, set, go. Giveaway time. Okay. If you're ready for the first question, get your fingers up. CBD makes you high. True or false? Who has the answer? I know you were paying attention. This is a good one.
Ida Nelson, false.
Nice. On it quick. I like it. You must have had your fingers really ready. Okay. So you won. Congratulations. All you have to do is send an email, support@wakana.com, and someone, can you please put it in the chat for her? And yeah, just email that, and nice and easy, just like that, you'll get your product. And let them know if you want power gummies or pure gummies. All right, guys. The next one. Millennials represent what percentage of the cannabis revenue? Come on, guys. I know you got this one since you're on the Millennial Zoom. Who's got it?
Don, 50%.
Okay, Don. That's right. Pay attention. I love that. So same for you. Support@wakana.com, and let them know if you want the pure or the power gummies. The power gummies are the ones that have the 0.3% of THC in them. If you have any random drug test, those are not the ones for you. You need to do the pure. Because we can't guarantee that it won't show up on a drug test, because everybody metabolizes it different. I love when you guys pay attention. We love that. All right, so now that we had a little fun, had some giveaways, I just want to tell you that we do love to party when we're giving you education. So just a few ideas if you wanted to throw a party or join a party with us. First of all, I have to tell you, if you are not of legal age, do not drink and drive, and do not indulge in alcohol. If you are, then you can have Friday happy hour. You can infuse it with our water soluble. You can be a Wakana shelf and use our seasonings or our culinary oil. You can have wine down Wednesdays. Infuse some mocktails, infuse some brownies, shrimp tacos. You can even have a virtual hair party. You heard Dr. Gettings talking about one of her favorite products, which is mine too, and I believe Jordan, the hemp-powered hair. You can have a puff party. We have our pre-rolls. We have our flour. We have a lot of products, and I think this screen is amazing because we have 20 plus products under $50 and 10 plus products under $20. So you heard about the products, you won some prizes, you learned about brain health, you've been educated. So now we have a little bit more to share with you. If you want to learn about the wealth side of this plant, the crown jewel of CBD, please stay on the line. If you're like, I got my gummies, I learned enough, I know what I want, I'm just going straight to the person who invited me to just order my products, then you can take off and say goodbye in the chat. Don't leave without saying goodbye. But if you're interested in learning a little more, Tariq is the person that you want to listen to. So Tariq, you've heard me mention his name a few times. He gave us the video that we were dancing to earlier to break down a little bit of the struggle and what's going on currently. And then he gave us a testimony to let us know what he's dealing with and showing us that it does help him so much that he was even able to make that video. Tariq is a dad. He has 2 beautiful kids. He's a husband, and he's also a Wakanapreneur, and he has reached Pearl in our awesome business. So I'm going to let Tariq come on and tell you a little more about this business.
Man, you ladies really know how to knock it out the park. Leticia, Latoya, Napasha, Jordan, y'all always get me amped up and ready to go. I appreciate y'all. So we as millennials, as you can see, we're the generation that went to college and came home with no job. So, we took out an immense amount of money, student loans. A lot of us are in debt. A lot of us have not as many opportunities as we maybe thought we would, or maybe we were led to believe throughout our whole life.
Right.
And that's what we mean when we talk about that. And I sincerely appreciate everybody that took the time, even if you had to leave before we got into the wealth. I want to thank you guys for being here with us.
Yes.
As you can see, there's 3 types of people you're going to come across in the company. So person number 1, that's the person we just, we said if they're not interested in the business, they're definitely free to go as we get into the business aspect. But person number 1 is a customer, somebody who wants to save money, somebody who wants to support you, somebody that it might be a family member that's not interested in the business aspect, but they see you're trying to make an improvement in your life and they want to help out and contribute. Person number 2, they want to take it a step further than person number 1 does. They want to get more involved. They want to throw a party and earn free products and have a lot of fun in the meantime. But yet they don't want to take it to that next level and be serious with it. And we'll go on to that third person now. Person number 3, I would say, sees the most value in the company. This is the person that's going to really take the company to the next level. Somebody that wants to change their life overall. Not that 1 and 2 can't change their life, because you can see from the testimonies and earning free products through the parties, but person number 3 is not only going to change their lives, but they're going to change other people's lives too. So, 7 ways to earn income with us. I'm not talking about 7 9-to-5s. I'm talking about getting paid on 7 levels. And we'll definitely get further into that.
7 levels.
7 levels. So, you're going to earn anywhere between 20 to 50% on your online store profits. Who doesn't like free shipping? Affordable, natural, organic, so don't panic products. Earn money without holding inventory. These are just a couple of the basic things that really stand out in our company.
Yeah, and I think the free shipping is for $50.
It is 50. It is.
Yeah. So that's pretty amazing.
It is. So, as a broker, you're going to earn anywhere between 1 to 15% on 7 levels. So, on the right, this sticks out to me because I'm this person. A lot of us are this person. We have been this person. The richest people in the world look for and build networks. Everyone else looks for work. I think anybody can hold that near and dear to heart. And it's not necessarily a bad thing because, there's nothing wrong with having a 9-to-5. But you don't want to just rely on a 9-to-5. You definitely want to have other outlets, other avenues of income.
Definitely. Multiple streams. 7 layers.
7. So, this is our baby right here. This is our full crown jewel dispensary. Best value out of anything you can get. And this is if you're blessed enough to do it. So, as you can see, there's a $2,000 value. And just a couple cents shy of $1,000, you're gonna get 1 broker key activation, 2 Wakanda universities. That's a $400 value in itself. Your sponsor's gonna earn $200. So that's our way of giving back to whoever it was that brought you into the company. And obviously you're gonna get your full personal use dispensary. That's the $1,000 value alone in itself. Mm-hmm. This is definitely our most valuable product. If you're really wanting to jump in and really make the most out of this, and you're blessed enough to do it, this is definitely something you want to consider.
Absolutely.
So this right here, this is what we like to call our Millennial pack and our stimulus pack. For $219, you're gonna get a $500 value. And as you can see, just in retail products alone, that's $200 in itself. One Wakanda University. If you're wondering what Wakanda University is, that's our education, our way of making sure people aren't left in the dark, making sure they get out there and they know everything they need to know to make the most of their company. Let's see. So, as we talked about our Millennial dispensary, this is going more into the education that you're going to get, social media marketing, building a customer base, the money in edibles, investing, compliance. All these things are so detrimental to a business, especially in today's age. CBD is something new. So we have to definitely be careful with what we're saying and how we're doing things, because there is a spotlight on it. And that's why we really push for the education.
Mm-hmm.
So we got the party banners on the.
Yep, there you go.
There we go. As we were talking about parties, I know some people are like, how can you party and earn money at the same time? Well, this is what we meant. You're pretty much going to pick a theme for whatever it is that you're interested in. Anywhere from, you see, we got the lovely Dr. Rita on the left, fitness, CBD versus marijuana, if you want to have an educational party, puff party, infused party where you can do food and different things you can have. And even if you have your own idea that you want to do, hey, we're all for that. Anything you want to try out that you feel like will take you to the next level, we want to help you get there.
Yes.
So, last but not least, we're going to talk about our 30-day test drive. This is for a person that they definitely see value in the company, but they don't have the money. Because let's face it, times are hard right now. But that shouldn't be a sentence to be left out of an opportunity. And this is what we're all about, is making sure everybody has an opportunity to get where they need to get. And with this, you're still going to earn the same 20 to 50% on your online store profits. Only difference is you don't have to actually pay anything to get involved. You don't have to invest any money. You can get certified within 30 days, take our 30-day free test drive. You essentially have absolutely nothing to lose, everything to gain with this one.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say this is my favorite slide, because sometimes, there's a million CBD companies coming up out of nowhere. And this is important to know, because people are going to ask you, well, what's the difference? What's the difference in your company? What makes you so special? Well, for one, we say no to the huge startup fees that oftentimes keep people out of the circle. Required auto ships. People don't want to sign up for anything that's going to make them do a monthly thing. Balancing legs can be a nightmare. Quotas, shipping costs. We say no to all that. We're saying yes to shared revenue, willable business, unlimited income potential. That means there's no cap. That means you're not going to be stuck at the bottom based on what level you're on, who you are. It's about what you put out, being your own boss, more time with your family, because your 9 to 5 can replace you, but your family cannot. Balanced compensation plan, customer support. I would say customer support is the main thing that stands out, because without the customers, there's no Wakanda. And with us being a Black business, we have to be exceptional. We have no choice. So customer support is always going to be always going to be our number one focus. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the Wakanda difference. So I would definitely, if you're taking pictures, taking screenshots, I would make sure you capture this slide. So we talked about 3 ways to get started. Anywhere from the full dispensary to the Millennial packs, 30-day test drive. If any of these seem reasonable to you, definitely get back with the person that invited you. They'll be more than glad to help you and get you directed to whatever direction it is you want to go. just want to thank everybody for taking the time to hear us out. I want to thank you wonderful ladies for showing out like you do every week, regardless. You know, you really get me going. I sometimes have anxiety before these calls start. I got to take gummies or oil or something. And, you know, just the energy that you guys put off definitely helps me do what I need to do to get the information out there. So I appreciate y'all.
Yes, we appreciate you getting the information out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, everybody needs to know all the information. So I love us as a team, making sure we're getting all this information out for everybody. We still have a few minutes. If you guys want to ask any questions about the compensation plan or anything else, please feel free to put it in the chat while we're here. We will definitely get your questions answered. So let us know. Yeah, I love that we have so many options in the compensation plans. But nobody's left behind.
Nobody.
You want to, go big and go all in as you should. If you can, that's amazing.
Right.
But you can't, and you just got to get your feet wet for now until you can do that. Yeah, I love the range. And I love everything you said, too, about being your own boss and spending more time with your family. I think that's pretty amazing, too.
I think that hits everybody close to home.
Yes, yes. No questions, guys? That's pretty amazing. Guess we did what we were supposed to do. Nice. Well, thank you guys for paying attention. And I can't wait for you to tell whoever invited you how much you love those gummies, because they are pretty amazing. When I don't have it, we do have a question. To run a legal dispensary, you only need to complete the Wakanda University training. If you're doing the test drive, that's what that one was for. The university training comes with all of the packages. The 30-day trial, you do still have to complete the training at the end. Does the vape oil have any THC? Yes. It does. The vape oil. Legal limit.
Yep,
Yeah.
the legal limit.
Of
Legal
THC.
limit.
Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to. You'd have to go to a dispensary to get it if it had more than the legal limit. So, in general, oils will have a combination of different compounds, CBD and THC. When you go to actual dispensaries, like medical dispensaries or recreational, they have higher percentages of THC, but our products have the legal limit that allows us to sell them in this way, which is less than 0.3%.
The health minus the high. That's what we're trying to promote. If you want to get super high, you definitely have to go somewhere else. But if you're here to feel good and get your mind right, then that's what we're here to help you with. So, yes. Thank you, Mom Mitchell. We enjoyed
Thank
giving
you
you guys this information.
This was good.
Yes, you take it. Yeah, I love the vape. It's like, I'm actually waiting for another order. I normally order it right before I'm out of it. And I had a few at a time. I was like, thought I had one more, and I know. But I'm toughing it out. So I still had my pre-roll. So that was pretty amazing to have that as a backup for my vape. So yeah. Well, any other questions, guys? Let us know. We're here. You got a doctor on the line. You better take advantage of that.
Right.
Ask away. We love being able to ask the doctors questions so we're not guessing.
Any questions in the audience? Anybody wondering anything specific about their health or health of loved ones and the use of CBD or how it may benefit?
There's no such things as a dumb question.
Right. Any questions?
Sometimes you go to the doctor's office, you might not even get to ask the doctor a question, so you got to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Oh, they get 15 minutes. That's how they book.
And
Sometimes they book for 15 minutes. Okay.
sometimes shorter.
Right.
on a busy day. So,
It's not enough time. It's really not enough time. People don't get
Right.
to ask. Okay, here's somebody asked, does CBD help child eczema? So we know that that type of skin condition is related to inflammation. So even though I'm not a dermatologist, I would definitely recommend that you consider it as an option because of the anti-inflammatory properties of CBD. When you get eczema treated with pharmaceuticals, normally what they're going to give you is a topical steroid. So steroids, oh, this is a good teaching point, y'all. Remember how we were talking earlier about um, how your body releases different hormones. So, one thing to keep in mind is when you have your immune system functioning abnormally, it can cause inflammation. All right. So, one of the things that they give you to treat inflammation is a steroid, right? Because it decreases immune function. So when you think steroids, think it's helping to decrease whatever it is that your immune system is doing, which is the same thing that happens when we're under stress and we make steroids. It suppresses our immune system. All right, teacher point. That was a whole what? Okay. So point I'm trying to make, if it's linked to inflammation, I would definitely say put some CBD on it. Not gonna hurt.
yes.
So
That's why I love that power cream that we have, that mango cream. That that should be good for eczema. So yeah, if whoever invited you, or if you are a distributor, you can go right on your site and purchase it. That is the beauty of being a distributor. Buy it from yourself. So yeah, thank you, Crystal.
someone else mentioned pain related to cramps. There's so many different usages for CBD, and that's why I love it. And I'll just add this one last point, and that is, as a physician, it's just very, I don't know the word that I want to use. It's just very, very, I'm very appreciative of having uh, options to offer to people and the opportunity to educate people, because we're not here to say that pharmaceuticals are all bad, because they're not. However, everyone is an individual and everyone responds to things differently. And so you shouldn't consider pharmaceuticals as the only thing in your toolkit. So that's what we really want to drive home, is that this is something else that you can put in your toolkit to help you maintain your health, and also to treat certain help treat certain conditions that you may have been diagnosed with.
Mm-hmm. I know it is so amazing. You have to use all your tools because they actually work very good together. Like even for me, when I have migraines, I still take my migraine medicine sometimes, but I know when I'm having the migraines, it's because something else I was doing is off, and it's a balance of everything. But like I'll have days where I can take my migraine medicine one time, and I can use my drops, the gummies, and the vape, and then I'm good. But then I'll have times where if I don't have my CBD, where I'm taking more medicine. So it's a balance of it all. I like to use you heard me saying earlier, the pain cream when I have a headache on my neck and my head. So you got a lot of options. Even cramps, you can rub the cream on your stomach too, the pain cream. So that helps too. So yeah, we have a lot of alternatives.
Yeah. And one of the biggest things, like we talked about anxiety, so many people use a class of medications that we call benzos, like Xanax and Valium and clonazepam, and they're so popular. And I can't tell you how the prescribing rate of that has skyrocketed during the pandemic. But we know long term, those medications can increase your risk for dementia, which is what we were talking about earlier. So another reason to have some healthy alternatives when it comes to helping yourself to calm down and be relaxed and get sleep. Because as millennials, we honestly need to go to bed more. Okay, that team no sleep, that's not where it's at.
Yeah, not it. Mm-mm. Yeah, it throws everything off when you're not sleeping, you're not hydrated, nothing's gonna work. No matter what you do, nothing's gonna work if you don't have that sleep. So yeah, you have to find different ways to get good sleep. So that's what I love. CBD helps with everything. Yeah, let them know about the pain cream for cramps. It is pretty amazing. Like just to keep it by the side of their bed, keep it in their purse. And they know it's that time of month. It's that pain is everywhere. So
Yes.
please, yes, let them know. A lot of people don't know. Give them a sample. Let them know. Yes. So yeah. Any other questions, guys? Nothing else in the chat. I love it. Well, we love that you guys took the time to stick around and ask questions. If you have been invited by someone and you're still on, please make sure you talk to them after this call. If you have more questions that you thought of after this, please ask the person. If you know some products that you heard that you might want to try, once again, go back to the person that invited you and check out their site. And if you guys are on the site, please look at the testimonials and take time and go through the site because there's a lot of great information on there. Doctor recommended and some testimonies. So yeah, you want to check it out. Good night, Crystal. Thank you for sticking around. So yeah.
Who's Nicole? Dr. Ari told me to come. Hi, Nicole.
I think Nicole's the one who won the gummies, right?
That was Ida, and who's the other person?
Don.
Oh.
Okay.
Thanks, Minister Mooney.
Yes. Well, we're here every Thursday. Tell a friend, anyone who needs to come out and learn about CBD and their health.
Yes. Party with us. All right, guys. If it's no more questions, anybody else have anything else to say? Then that is it. You are released. Good night. Thank you, guys. Have an awesome night, an awesome weekend. Enjoy yourselves. And don't forget to take your CBD before you go to bed. Thanks, Kathy. Good night, guys.